very, very busy schedule. I think we can do better than that. Good evening.
Good evening.
Tonight we have a wonderful group of very, very small first graders. If I didn't know better, I'd think you were raising elves in Whittle. But before we begin, just for tradition's sake, I thought I would share with you Santa's favorite story. Would you like that? 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. And Ma in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutter and threw up the sash. The moon on the crest of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As the wild winds before the brave hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky, so up to the rooftop his coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each tiny hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry, his cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. He had a broad face and a round little belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was pleasant and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A twist of his head and a wink of his eye soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He said not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying a finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew, like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, and I bet you can help me with this part, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." Now, you're guaranteed to have a good night while you enjoy our first graders. So give them a big hand.